Technical Fowl fan game of the week, which was my Texas A&M Aggies, who are now number 3 in the nation and 7-0 for the first time in my lifetime, go to Fayetteville as Bobby P rides again. It's Bobby P's return game to Fayetteville. And we eke one out 45-42 in a high-scoring affair where no defense was played and offenses also made plays. It was a bit of both. The weather was gross. Just a wacky game, as you have to come to expect in this scenario. No, we did not cover. I'm going to go ahead and address that out front, JP. We did get the cover robbed from us. Marcel Reed, up 10, breaks off a touchdown run, and they call it for a holding because their defensive lineman is getting blocked and then slips and goes down, and so they call a holding. JP had quite the week, in case you didn't notice.
What do you mean, JP?
Yeah, Sanders did too.
Oh, my fault.
JP?
Sanders also
JP?
7-2. Oh, appreciate that.
Not my best work. I will turn it around though.
3-6.
I was 30 minutes from going 9-0, but then Joey Aguilar throws. Well, I guess 31 minutes because Joey Aguilar throws a pick 6 right before halftime, and then USC collapses in the second half. So I was right there looking.
See you, Tucker.
At 9-0.
Thank you for hanging out and creating conversation, Tucker.
On this one, I'd also like to say, well, what if Taylor Green doesn't get hurt?
Yeah.
He
for part of a series.
missed one play.
Exactly. What if he
Did
is
they
on the
end up
field for
scoring on that
play?
drive?
He missed one play. They got 3 points, yeah.
Well, so what if
Well,
they
it
get
could've been
7?
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, back
You
on
guys would've
topic.
lost by 1.
Back on topic. We lost on 1. It's just a barn burner out of the gate. The most proud thing that I'm most proud of as an A&M fan is they score a field goal, we go down and get a touchdown. They score another field goal, we go get a touchdown. And now it's 14-6, and they never got the ball back with a chance to take the lead. We just kept keeping an arm's bay because it wasn't the defense's day. Pretty sure Mike Elko's words in the press conference was it was disastrous, which, let me tell you this, when y'all go play Arkansas in a couple weeks, you better hope your defense brings your A game because trying to tackle and play against Taylon Green is a downright nightmare. And it gets even worse when guys aren't run fitting well.
He's so good.
And when guys aren't staying disciplined in the rush, it's just unreal. The number of busts he had, like broken plays he broke for big runs, designed runs or scrambles. It's phenomenal. But yeah, I'm just really happy with our offense that we managed to keeping them at arm's bay. And I think it was Marcel Reed's best game of the season. He had a huge throw to Ashton Bethel-Roman for a touchdown. That was a great ball. Another one on 2nd and 10 on our last touchdown drive. It's late in the game. Got to have it. 37-yard pass down the sideline to Ashton Bethel-Roman again. Another great ball, and he makes a great catch. He ran the best he has all season, being decisive on when to take off. Love to see it. Long touchdown was called back, but he was phenomenal. Offense was phenomenal. The scariest moment of the game, and then I'll let y'all chime in with y'all's thoughts. So they scored late. Jaden Platt catches a touchdown in the corner of the end zone, which he was a former Aggie, so that hurts. And then they go for the onside kick, and suddenly it starts raining again. And I was like, there's just no way that it's going to start pouring right now. Thankfully, they kicked it to the last person you probably want to kick it to, in Terry Bussey, and he secures it, and we get to kneel it out and win. A win is a win is a win is where I'm at with this. Not our best showing, but I physically can't be upset about my football team being 7-0 for the first time in my lifetime. So,
yeah.
You definitely can't be upset. Like I said about BYU, being 7-0 in any capacity in this day and age of college football is a tremendous accomplishment. I also wouldn't be upset with your performance either, because we feel differently, but I think Arkansas can score with anyone because of what they have in Taylon Green and Mike Washington and Omega Blake. They just can continue to score.
I agree, but especially in the first half, we made it too easy on them.
Sure.
We made it very easy for them to score.
And I think they're just impossible to game plan for. But thankfully, they have no pulse defensively, and so you can just do whatever you want as well. And I think you have to give A&M credit for doing that, because that kind of outside of like the Notre Dame game, it clicked and everything was there, and you got the big plays and you scored almost every time you touched the ball. But you can't be confident that you can do it again until you do it again, and they did it again. And so now A&M again has shown that they can win in a shootout, and they have continued to show that they can win in a game where they dominate you defensively. And so this team just continues to show ways that they can win games, and for that, it's just going to help them down the road. Unfortunately, with the way games are played and where every game is just a game, and when you get to the playoffs, it's an elimination game every single time. If you don't, then it's going to be, well, man, we just didn't perform that day, and unfortunately, that's the nature of the sport.
Sure.
But I would be completely happy with that performance, even if it was nightmarish as we near Halloween, seeing Taylon Green do what he did to that Aggie defense. But I'm not surprised. Whomst would have thunk it?
Yeah.
Me. It just screamed backdoor cover.
Yeah, they were always going to score a ton. I was never not going to pick the A&M cover.
Yeah.
Just going to say that right. I don't know if I'll ever. Just.
Yeah.
I'll pick with my heart on that one.
Impressive. I think this is an impressive defensive stat. Do you know how many big plays Arkansas had? They had over 400 yards worth of big plays, 9 passes of more than 15 yards, and 10 rushes of more than 10 yards. Do you know how many touchdowns you surrendered on those big plays? 1. You gave up 1 touchdown.
I was going to say. I knew there was the one because
Yeah.
Taylon Green took off down the sideline late in the first half.
I guess you could spin that one of two ways. Arkansas taking what they're giving you and just always getting 10 to 15 yards. But also I think that, that's a credit to the defense that has the big play potential and the score potential Arkansas has, that you only give up one of those in a game where they score 42. I think that's a impressive feat considering how high we are on that Arkansas offense.
And we got 2 red down stops. We held them to 2 field goals on their first 2 scoring drives. They were only 4 of 10 on third down, I believe, which is obviously not the 6% we've been giving up, but we were never going to do that against them. And they were the 5th best offense in the nation, I think, at converting third downs. So I'll take 4 of 10. Especially late in the game, you got to Taylon Green a couple times. He took a couple 20-yard sacks because he is just going to run backwards at times and try and just run around you, do a loop. And we got to him a couple times. That is what happens when you don't drop Cassius Howell into coverage continuously and let him rush the passer. But that is a great offense.
On that last drive, the scoring drive for Arkansas,
It was whack.
4th and 5, they had a 49-yard run, converted on 2nd and 17, and then, like you said, the big sack, and then a false start, and he converts on 2nd and 33.
Yeah, it was a wild watch. I would have been a lot more pissed if I wasn't watching that clock just keep running down, and it's a 2-score game, and it was okay, just keep going. Keep him out of the end zone for a little while longer. I had something else. I think the thing I was most impressed with from their offense is obviously Taylon Green's fantastic. Washington's fantastic running back. Their wide receivers downfield blocking is downright absurd. They just had our DBs in hell all game. It's Taylon Green, he breaks out of the pocket. Surely someone's running up to tackle him, and then it's oh no, 90% of our DBs are being just put in a locker by an Arkansas wide receiver, and it's our safeties having to come across the field to make a tackle or something like that. They're a scary team to play. It is truly nightmarish. So I will be happy with the performance. And I liked what I saw from Marcel Reed once again. I know Arkansas's defense is so easy to play against. Running through the A gap is you could probably drive a truck through that thing more often than not.
Yeah.
Ruben Owens had a good game. E.J. Smith had his best game as an Aggie. Doesn't play much, son of Emmitt Smith. But he randomly got inserted and looked the best he has in his couple-year career at A&M. Had a big 4th down conversion late in the game where he initially gets hit behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and 1 and then manages to bounce it outside. And for some reason, Arkansas defenders standing at the first down marker just kind of waiting for him to come to him. And it was okay, well, we'll take the first. But regardless, a huge conversion. Just a good showing. I can't be too upset. It's a win. We get to go back home. I kind of think Arkansas just hire Bobby Petrino, not going to lie.
Yeah.
I think that's the move.
Especially in this coaching cycle with all the jobs that are going to come open.
I'd at least try to go get someone
Yeah,
else.
they're going to make other calls, and that's the right move.
Kiffin to Arkansas?
But I wouldn't mind it.
We didn't expect John Calipari to Arkansas.
True.
He just looks right on the sidelines.
Yeah. Agreed.
It just fits. And he had them playing well, at least offensively. The defense is a lost cause this season. You're not turning that around.
Agreed.
You just need to find a way to get a couple stops a game.
Yep.
I do. Last thing I have, their admin at one point posted, I think it was not so fast with the caption, and it was a third down stop from them, like I think it's 3rd and 7, and we get to now it's 4th and 1. They tweet not so fast. We get the 4th down conversion, 7 more plays, drive down, score a touchdown, and I was like, well, sure, not so fast. I guess it took us a little while longer.
Wasn't your post game we got the win photo one of your players on a motorcycle?
Yeah.
This went hog wild.
Yeah. Not our best work. It's fine.
No, what do you mean not your best work? That's hilarious.
I don't know.
It's almost too low hanging fruit.
I guess.
It's not creative,
it's
but I like it.
I think it's funny.
It is funny. I just it's light work.
Cabo Fun growing by the day.
Yep.
How many penalties?
7 for 68 yards.
Should have been 6. It is what it is.
1 less than 68 yards.
Just keep going. We go to LSU
Yep.
for a night game, and I'm just see how that goes. They're very much in wounded animal mode.
Yep.
But I don't really like what I've seen from their team, so I'm feeling all right about it.
Yeah, you guys have you seen the spread?
I've seen the spread.
Okay, Sanders, you want to guess the spread?
I'm really bad at this game, guys. At A&M at LSU, it's a home game, but Vegas doesn't like LSU because Vandy was favored. I'll say A&M by 4.5.
So you're an Aggie fan. The spread is 2.5.
I almost said it, and then I was wrong. I think that's where I pulled 2.5 from for the State Texas game for some reason. Our spread's 2.5.
Okay.
So I'll take it. We'll get there. Anything else on this game?
No.
Nope.
Cool.